What's up, guys? Good morning. Morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing okay. Couple minutes late here. Not too bad. Not too bad. I bet it's been worse. Filling up my coffee, running around. Nico, I got your email. I'm going to look at that tomorrow. Guys, tomorrow, I'll announce this later before we get off, but we're going to have Nico, who is Trading Futures Daily, join us tomorrow on the live stream. We're gonna have we're gonna try to do a co-host tomorrow. I hope Nico can do it. I hope he's got time. We're gonna try to do it today, but I couldn't figure out how to do it with the program I was looking at. But Nico found another program. He just emailed it to me, so I'm gonna look at that after the stream today, and hopefully we get that set up so that he can join us tomorrow. If that works out for him, then it'd be awesome to have him on. Do a little co-host. I don't know how long he can join us, but yeah, we're gonna try to set that up for tomorrow. So I have a couple people on here running their mouths about the market, seeing if that provides some more entertainment value. Guys, I'm not, I don't want to call this out. I don't like one of these guys that's I don't like being one of these guys that's like, I called out that level, I called out this, I called out that. But I'm just saying, look at the touch we had yesterday. Look at this touch. Right on this trend line. I haven't moved this trend line. This trend line has just been there this whole time. Look at that touch on that thing. Came right up to that trend line, this downtrend line, which we've had on this chart forever. Boom, boom, this big down channel came up, and look at this bearish candle, this push off we have on it from yesterday. A lot of buying coming in yesterday right up to that level, and then we've just rejected it. This is a very bearish candle right here. I don't know if this is a sign that we're coming back down, to the back end, back to the bottom of this channel. We have been in a bullish uptrend since mid-June, but you want to trade the trend a little bit. You may be looking for that pullback to then get back in with the anticipation that we break out of this, maybe come up to the 200 SMA on the daily. We're just going to have to, kind of wait and see. But right now we're at a pretty good level of support, which was Friday's lows. Which was Friday's lows. And we can move down to lower time frames to try to get a better idea of what's going on. But we've also got some touches over here. We've got this makes more sense on a 4-hour or a 1-hour chart, which we'll pull up here in a second. But I just wanted to point this out right at the top of this channel, a bearish reversal candle at the top of this thing. Let's see what it wants to do. I think that this right here might provide some support for it down at 13,000. It's about 90 points away. But if we get through this, then we've got the 20 SMA down here. Then we've got the bottom of this channel, I think. And if it gets through all of that, then we got the bottom of the band here on the daily. These are all levels that I think are going to provide some bounce to it. And it gets through all that. Then you're looking at the bottom of this larger channel, but that's quite a ways away. Yeah, so that's what we got going on with that. But you could even maybe try to draw a tighter, stronger up channel like here. And you can see how this is kind of coming to this big area of confluence right around this stuff. So around 13,000, it's only 90 points away. You could probably get there. I mean, you could get there in pre-market. Let's look at a 4-hour real quick, see what we got going on. Oops. So what I wanted to talk about before is we have these two rejection levels right here on the 4-hour. We also have the support level. So I think what it's coming down to right now may be, you know, big kind of an area of support. What was resistance became support. We had support again. You know, it just depends how bearish this thing is moving. And I guess if you wanted to see if this was support, what you would do is, you know, wait for this to break right here. This two-legged pullback, this two-legged move here, and you wait for this trend line to break, and then you could try to buy it back up if you were anticipating that we would make another push to the upside and we'd break out of this weekly down channel. So let's look at the 1 hour chart over here. Sorry guys, I'm looking at something else on the side here, but we'll put that away for the moment. What do we got going on? These are weekly volume profiles. Today's Tuesday. I have to remind myself of that because I don't remember sometimes what day it is. We can look at last week's volume profile. I'm not really seeing it. I mean, we're coming down to, you know, again, this level that was support, resistance over here, two resistance touches, became support. Now we're right back down at this level. We do have this bullish kind of doji on the 1 hour down here. Again, this is just that same trend line that we drew out on the 4 hour. And, you know, you could wait for this thing to break. You know, we break VWAP. It's coming in right at VWAP. You wait for VWAP to break. Perhaps maybe wait for the 20 SMA to break on the 1 hour. You know, I could see an impulse coming up here, failing, coming back down. I could also see it, you know, breaking through this and ripping back up. So, you know, I think we really just need to be patient and wait to see what happens with it. You know, yesterday we had a bunch of bullish momentum coming in on the open. Yesterday, we can look at yesterday's actually 30-minute chart from yesterday, maybe. So we can see yesterday's action right here. On the open, where was the open? Let's see. Yeah, right here. So yesterday we had this impulse down on the open, but then we had this big bullish momentum. It looked very bullish, ripping up, and then it just rolled over. Some of this was on NVIDIA. NVIDIA came out and gave very, very poor guidance. So I think that drove a lot of stocks down with it, dragged a lot of stocks down with it. So big impulse up, pushed, made new lows, looked very bearish. We're at a major area of resistance on the daily. We've got a reversal doji on the daily, but we are in an overall bullish uptrend, which is in a larger bearish downtrend, if that makes any sense, if you can try to make any sense out of that. But, you know, right now I think my plan is to respect this trend line on the hourly, realize that we're coming down into an area of support. We've got this trend line going on right here, and let's see if it wants to break. If it breaks with any sort of volume or any sort of bullish indication, you might be able to take this thing back up. But if we come up here and we just fail, delta's not moving up, it looks weak, then that might signal, you know, it's going to roll over some more. I mean, we're already down about 1% pre-market. So yeah, I think you're just gonna have to be patient on it, per usual, but, yeah, coming in, you know, VWAP up here. I mean, you may get an impulse up to VWAP. You could try to buy that thing up to VWAP, but I think it's a little counter trend trading at the moment. It just feels kind of heavy right now. It feels a little weighted down, and then it's pulling back. It's, you know, it's moving down some more. So if you look at an overnight volume profile, we can see a low volume node right around this level here. You know, if you're looking to scalp the open, one thing you could wait for the impulse to the upper end of the band here, up at 10. You know, up at this level, you might get a bounce off of that, but you may probably just have to let it move around for a little bit and figure it out, let it figure itself out. I mean, yesterday provided lots of opportunities. Once it started moving one direction, it provided a lot of opportunity in that direction. Excuse me. But you just had to kind of wait for it, particularly on the open. Let's see if we can pull up this 5 minutes to get a better idea of what it's doing. you can see charts. You can see right here on the open, that big move up, broke pre-market highs. This was a good area to try to get something out of it. And then we formed this bearish down channel right here, which was very clear on it. I mean, this looked like here, I remember this yesterday, it looked like it was going to rip up. When I saw all this bullish momentum on the open, we had this pullback, this nice little down channel form, and I saw this candle right here. Man, I thought this thing was going to rip. I think everybody also thought it was going to rip, and then it just failed and took out all those buyers with it, and then just tanked the rest of the day. So yeah, I don't know. We might, I kind of like to watch what it does on the open and then try to copy, it kind of does each week it does kind of the same thing on the open. It seems like, so we may get a strong impulse up and then get a fail, similar to yesterday. But I don't know. Just gonna have to, be patient with it. Try not to shoot from the hip, although that's easier said than done, particularly on the open when it opens up and then we see it impulse up to one of these levels that we just talked about, and then we see Delta start to drop, and you jump in on a short, and then it pops up higher, and you get stopped out, and then it rolls back down because it's the open, and that's what it does. It chops around. So, finding things like we just talked about over here, like these channels, when it starts to form these channels and starts trending, I'll pull this 5 minute up again. These are very nice things to trade. These channels coming down. I mean, it provides lots of opportunities. This is a nice opportunity. Particularly when you saw this, sometimes when you see it do something that it should do, it should rip on this. I mean, that's a very bullish candle breaking out of this. 1, 2, 3 touches on it. That should have gone. That should have went. And when it doesn't, that should indicate to you that the trend is shifting. And as it comes up to the 20 SMA on the 5 minute, this would have been a good entry on it as well. Take it down. And then we broke out of this channel. Anyways, to the downside, very bearish, very, very bearish yesterday in the latter part of the session. So we're just kind of waiting here, waiting to see what it wants to do. Yeah, obviously bearish bias coming in, but it's been bullish. A lot of this could just be on NVIDIA's poor guidance coming in, and that we're at the top of this channel. Again, if you're just joining us, I mean, I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying that we had this channel drawn out in our chart, and we touched that thing. I mean, we might have been 10 points away from it on a daily, and we got this reversal candle off of it. Right there. So coming down to another area of support, and we got another area of support down here, which is the top end of this resistance trend line. Then we've got another level of support, then the 20 SMA, then the bottom of this channel, then the bottom of the band. So lots of support levels down there. So, if you want to try to trade it back up, if we're thinking one of these is going to hold, like I said before, you just draw this trend line here. We're already kind of in a two-legged pullback on the hourly. 1, 2. It's also an ABCD pattern. A, B, C, D. I learned ABCD patterns before I learned of this two-legged pullback. What you want to call it? Trend right now. So it's just an ABCD pattern coming down. You wait for this trend line to break, and then you could try to take it back up if that's the way you want to go. But you would want to wait for this trend line to break. I wouldn't try to pick one of these support levels. I'm not sure which one is going to hold. We're at the first one right now. So, if we get this impulse up to VWAP, we break through VWAP, and we see just a lot of bullish momentum. And you want to look at Delta when it's coming up on this. You watch Delta. If Delta's making bullish structure, we pop VWAP. That's making bullish structure on the candlesticks. Then you just wait for a pullback. You wait for a 500 volume pullback, a 1 minute pullback, maybe even a 5 minute pullback. Which one do you choose? It just depends on on how much risk you want to put on. If you're going on a 500 volume, you're probably taking a scalp, and I'm more of a scalper, so that's why I got my 500 volume. If you're looking to do a 5 minute pullback, you're probably looking to hold it for a little bit longer, 15, 20 minutes hold. let it move up. You're also, it's a bigger reward. It's a bigger move, but it's also bigger risk. So maybe you want to size down on it. On the 500 volume, maybe you can go on in 2 contracts because you're probably looking at just like 10 points to scalp. 5 minute, you might be looking at, 30, 40 points. And your stop loss has got to be commensurate with that. So, it's all these factors you put in. People ask, what time frame should you use? I think it's just all about your trading style, how long you want to hold the trade, how much you want to risk, what size, how big a size you're going in on it. So for me, if I'm trading this 500 volume, I'm usually going 2 contracts and I'm looking to get about 10 points out of it, around roughly 10 points. If I'm taking a 5-minute trade, maybe I drop down to 1 contract and I are looking for more like 20 to 30 points. So, maybe, moves up, 5-minute pullback is also, you have to wait longer. The setups don't come as often as you may see them on a 500 volume. So, but they're a little more reliable on a 5-minute. Over here, what we talked about yesterday is that with like an excellent pop, and then it just tanked. So you have to wait. Then you have to wait another 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour to get another setup on it. There was also a really good setup on the 30-minute yesterday. Where was it? Here, this candle. All this selling coming through. Tried to come up on it. Very bearish candle there. Although the next candle looked bullish, we did eventually break down through that to new lows. I don't know if you can see any of that. It's just garbage. But very bearish candle in the 30-minute. I've got all these candles up, and I switch. Like if it's 9:30, I'm like, all right, let's see what this 30-minute candle looks like. And if I see that, then I'm in on it. If I see something like this, I saw this too. We broke below the 20 SMA, very bearish candle on the 30-minute. Tried to come up, fail, big long wick. We closed near the bottom of it. It looks like it's going to tank on it. But, your stop then, if you could jump in on this open, it's got to be, 40, 30, 40 points on the stop. But then your take profit is going to be 50, 60 points down here. So it's just, which candle, which time frame are you going to trade off of? And you gotta adjust your risk based on that. The market just opened. Chit-chatting away over here in the market open. I haven't said good morning to everybody this morning. I'm sorry about that. What's up, Justin? Nico, we got Money Kiddo, Austin, Busta Move, Solomon, STR, buddy from Brazil. Matt Davies, what's up? Day Trading Vlog, good morning. Samuel, good morning. It's Dave. What's up, Major Dave? Our friend from Korea. What's up, Zero? Hey, Jav. Sam, good morning. Morning, everybody. I didn't see Paul. Is Paul in here? Paul, I don't know. I haven't seen Cesarek either in a long time, even though he's been commenting on some of the videos. Cesarek used to be in here almost every morning. I know he's still on the channel in some capacity because he's been commenting on videos and such. Good morning, Colm. Good morning, Ayob. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. From Ireland. Very nice, very nice. Thanks for coming. If you guys got any value out of that pre-market stuff, I'd appreciate a like on the video. Helps me out a lot. Encourages me to get up every morning, jump on this thing, and chit-chat about the market, or particularly the Nasdaq. I'm secretly kind of rooting for this thing to come down a little bit because I want to get in some more equities. I got flat a little while. I got flat all my trades when we were up around, what level, where were we? I think we're at the top of this. I think I got flat like around here at the top of this channel right here, and then we busted up through it. And I was like, dang it. But that's the way it goes. Potential short right here, but I'm gonna kind of wait it out. Glad I did because it just popped. Scotland, what's up, Jojo? Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining us. I don't know if you're a sir, actually. I always assume that we have mostly men in the chat, but what's up, Vernon? I think it's gonna coming down to 200 SMA on the 1 hour. If you see these blue dotted lines on my chart, those are 200 SMAs. I only have them on my higher time frames. Good morning, Microscalper. Thanks for joining us. If you're new to the channel, give it a subscribe. Go ahead. Go ahead. We push out, we do live streaming. I also do some trade recap stuff. We've got some other interesting things in the pipeline that we're trying to work on. I'd like to do some educational videos, but I think it's, there's not really a strategy. What I like to do is condense all this stuff down into like some sort of strategy. But I always I talk about it like you're a mechanic and you got like a toolbox and you pull out certain tools at certain times for certain situations. Try to grade this thing. A lot of it's just patience and waiting for it to become obvious. Times like right now, you really want to jump in, just be like, you don't want to miss the move. Just this chart here. Delta's not making a lower low. See how price came down and made a lower low? Delta did not. Delta made a lower high. Or a higher low. Sorry, a higher low. I didn't die because it's just the open, Durgish. I'm just not gonna, I don't know. I just didn't want to. I'm chilling. I'm letting the thing chop around. I've been burned on the open so many times, man. I have a painful association with the open. It's just kind of also like my open trades are never that great. I just know my weaknesses. And it sucks getting, what I've noticed is that when I've been trading on this live stream on the open, I'll get down like $1,000, like in the first 5 or 10 minutes of the session, and then I spend the rest of the session, making it back, and I'll be up like $600 or $700 by the end of the day. But that those morning losses really kill me. So I'm just kind of letting the thing move and trying to see what get a direction. Yeah, it always stinks, being in that red. It's just such a bad state. And then God forbid, then you get like in a good setup and maybe it just doesn't go your way. Not all these are going to go your way. It's funny how some people like watch these videos and it's like you have a red day and they get on and they comment about, oh, you should look at this, you should look at that, you should get this new indicator, this new indicator. You're doing it wrong. It's just like red days are going to happen. They're just going to happen. You're going to have some bad days. I hate to break it to you. There is no, there's no golden strategy. There's nothing. The best strategy is protecting your account and taking your stops. The best strategy is losing, and you got to take your stops. You got to take the losses early. That's the best strategy. That's what I've learned. I think you could come on here literally and just do blindfolded, like a blindfolded trade. Like I could just have like a random counter on my desktop that said buy now, and I would buy now. And if I had the right stop loss and right take profit in place, I think that I would be more profitable, more successful than most traders who have a gazillion indicators on their screen. Still sitting on our hands, boys. Delta is starting to make a little bit newer lows, but I don't know. That 1 minute looks very bearish. I may want to roll here. So what I like here is if price pops back up to 1370, if we get some sort of like bounce off these lows and we come back up here, I might take a short up here at 70. What I'm going to tell you guys though is that futures trading is super risky. Do not copy my trades. I lose money all the time. All the time. I'll lose like $3,000-$4,000. And I've done it on this live stream. So I'm just kind of talking out loud to myself. I may not take this trade if it pops up because Delta right here, look, price came down and made lows, and look at Delta. It didn't. So that's not telling me that it's going up, but it's telling me that may not be as bearish as I think at the moment. I think it might get this pop up to 7, up here. A big low volume node here in the 500 volume. I might take a short up there at 70 if it gives it to me. What I'd be looking for is for it to move up and then maybe get some sort of bearish candle on the 500 volume. Or it may just drop without me here, but it does, it does. You know, just gotta say, I'll catch you next time, Nasdaq. 74 maybe. I need to come up some more. May not get it. May not come up to my price. It's 1 minute. If that 1 minute closes super bearish, I might just have to jump in on it. Oh, I can feel the FOMO. I can feel the FOMO starting in my belly and coming up. Oh man. Oh, FOMO. I should have waited for my price that I wanted, huh? Now it's ripping up. Mother effer. Well, I tried to short. I thought we were going to pop down here. I saw this bearish candle in the 1 minute. I thought it was going to go. I got stopped out. I ended up jumping back in. Ugh. That's the way it goes. Now it looks like it's moving up. God damn it. I gotta take my stop on this. This might be my trade for today. I still think it's gonna move up here. All right, guys, 1,800 bucks. That's about my limit in the first 13 minutes. Oy, oy, oy. This is just bad trading. I'm just jumping in on it. Now it looks like it's gonna roll. Last trade, guys. It's either gonna happen or it's not. Call it selling that came through on it. If I get stopped out on this, I'm done. For show. Yep, done. 2,300 bucks. Shit. I'm just getting chopped up on it. Oh, that sucks. Mr. Barry's all scrunched down. Well, that happens. Taking the chops. Chop, chop, chop. Well, guys, I can't trade anymore today, so that's it. I shouldn't have taken this last one. I usually have about 2,000, like 1,800. If I get up up around this level, I need to stop trading. So this is just getting chopped up on it, really. Just jumping in, watching it too much, and taking some bad trades. So I don't know if they were bad. This one over here wasn't too bad. This candle, and I had the bands all opened up to the downside. I thought it was going to pop down to 30. Hitting the 20 SMA in the 5-minute now, but that is life. That is life. We'll come back, try it again tomorrow, but that's all she wrote for me today. How you guys doing out there? It's like Nico got some good trades going. Oh, it's a bummer. I was excited to trade today too. But I don't know. Just the way it goes. $2,300. It's happened before. We got all week to make it back. Well, 3 days to make it back. So, but you can't really think like that, you know? You take losses like that. You gotta stop trading, settle back, and then just trade tomorrow like nothing happened. So, I should not have taken this last one though. This last one was definitely revenge trading. But I thought it looked like it was going to break down to value area low, and it still might. But well, I hope you guys are doing better than I am. If I can't make any money, I'd appreciate some likes on this video. I always try to get 50 likes or so. And that's just the way it goes. How many trades did I take? How many fucking trades was that? That was horrible. One, two, three, four. 4 trades, all losers. 0-4. Man, batting bad today. Well, let's see what it wants to do up here at this trend line. I'm not going to trade it today, but I might pull up my equities stuff and look at some equities later. You guys trade any equities? Let me know what you guys are looking at. I saw Kathy Wood just bought like 1 million shares of NVIDIA. I don't know. I'm going to go grab some coffee. I'm going to come back. Let's talk stocks when I come back. I'll be right back. All right, guys, what's up? A lot of consolidation down here. Man, that sucks. It's the worst feeling. Thanks, Colm. Appreciate it, man. Awesome, man. See you guys. Yeah, this thing's about done. I mean, I'm done for the day. I can't trade anymore. 23. And that's what happens when you trade the stupid open. The worst part is, and you stop trading, and then it's like slows down a little bit. It's got the structure. I just need to learn not to trade the open like that. I mean, I always get chopped up trading the open. The one move that did work was this impulse up right on the open. That impulse up and then just tanked. I guess maybe if you're trying to trade the breaks of these levels, that's, you know, somewhat decent way to do it. I guess we can wait for this 5 minute. You probably want to wait till like 9:30 at least to get some 5-minute candles formed and then see what it's doing. So, man, I'm gonna hang in there. It's Dave. Trust me, it's Dave. I've been here before. This is not my first big red day. I have them almost every week. Every week. You look back on the live streams. I don't hide them. I mean, I have them pretty solid every week. I've got a 4-figure red day each week. But then, they're coupled with green days, so it's just how your P&L is at the end of the day. Man, I don't know. Would you guys buy equities right now? I don't know. I think we might get another pullback here. Now it's breaking lower. This is the worst. Is when like you get like this was my first trade, this short down here, and I got stopped out. And then eventually it does break lower and come down to your take profit. It's tough. Tough. Curious to know if this is a down channel forming or not. See what happens with it. How you guys doing out there? Hopefully you guys are doing better than I am. Thanks, Slim Jim. I really appreciate that comment. Yeah, my trading privileges are gone for today. Unfortunately. Which is a real shame because it looks like we're moving down to that 1300. Down to the bottom of this channel. Now you see it, right? Now it's like, there's the trade. Now we're starting to trend down. Here's the down channel. All right. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. But that is life, my friends. This is life. Nothing I can do about it. Except learn from it. Now we're really breaking lower at the bottom of this channel. I would probably wait for it to do some sort of pullback. It's forming these really nice low volume nodes as it's cutting lower. Like this would have been a good entry. As you see, as it broke support, it formed this low volume node right here. My pen isn't up. It formed this low volume node right here, and there's another one right here, this ledge, but we're at the bottom of this channel. But as it formed this LVN, it moves up into it. We wick off of it, take your short, take it down to the bottom of this channel in the 5-minute. Wish I would have taken that trade, but I can't. I can't. Meh. Can't do it. Gotta stop the bleeding. What is the exclamation point for? Nico, why are you yelling at me, man? Exclamation points should be used very sparingly. I feel like I'm getting yelled at. It's the voice. You know, people nowadays like text and they send emails, exclamation points, and I find myself using it too. Like, dude, relax. All caps. People that do stuff in all caps. I think anyone that does stuff in all caps needs to go into their coming off. Ooh, down through that channel. Another very bearish day today, maybe. Oh, it's okay, Nico. Don't worry about it. Sorry, I was sending a text here. Since I can't trade anymore, I'm not letting myself trade, but we're still watching this price action. Another LVN forming here at 10, plus that down here. This might be another interesting short opportunity, but I might wait for a bigger pullback up. I think we are in this down channel at the moment. I would maybe, if you get lost on it, just, I know you probably don't want to take advice from somebody that's down $2,300 at the moment, but you can just draw the two highest points, two lowest points, try to figure out what this thing's doing a little bit. Yesterday, I kept waiting for it to break out into the upside. It did, as I showed you in the pre-market, it did for a second. This is now coming to another LVN. You can see it right there at 10. Sorry, I'm looking at something else here. Where's the one? I'm looking at this 1 hour. It's very bearish. Although we're coming down here, the top of this trend line, maybe 75 might be some. Maybe it is finding some support down here. I don't know. Man, guys, sorry I can't provide the fireworks that I had anticipated this morning. But especially on a trending day, if this thing starts really trending to the downside. Again, if you're just joining the stream, right at the top of this larger down channel coming right down here. We took a short up here, got stopped out. Ended up trying to go long as we broke higher, got stopped out. Just got chopped up here. Just got the shit chopped out of us. And now we're just having to, our trading privileges have been taken away, so. I think we are finding some support down here at the top of this up channel. Right here. You can see it coming right into this 13,000 level. I mean, 13,000 is obviously also a psychological number. Nice, PD Legend. I think Forex is fucking horrible, Vernon, to be honest with you. I had really bad experience with Forex, but the thing with Forex is the leverage on it's so high. I mean, of course, you can adjust your leverage, but in order, I think, really to make any money on it, you've got to have high leverage. It's just really risky. But you know, I guess if you took like you know, a very small lot, you know, you can adjust your size. You know, on Forex, you can adjust your size. You know, really pinpoint it. You can even take a 0.01 lot or something. But I wouldn't go too crazy on it. If you're going to swing trade Forex, I think you probably want to do super small size. I've always gotten burned by Forex. The only time I was ever really profitable from Forex was during COVID. The rest of the time, it just kind of sucked. And you're always watching it. Although, like Euro USD right now, when Euro USD was around 1, I thought about getting into Forex. It's just, you know, it's hard to find the bottoms, the tops and the bottoms, I think, Forex. I think you definitely want to trade the trend on Forex. But I'm not a Forex expert. I traded it for a couple years and I'm not going back to it. It also moves so slow. But I understand what you're saying though. Maybe you could trade it while you sleep and let it run for a few weeks. You can trade futures contracts on currencies as well. Basically mirrors the price action of the currency pair you're thinking of. Yeah, congrats, PD Legend. That's great, man. It took me, Apex is actually pretty quick. It took me, I think, like the next day. I usually get a email from them. I mean, it's set up within the first day or two, which is a lot faster than the other ones. I think Top Step takes weeks, a couple weeks or something. They do that to throw you off. They do that because they know market conditions will probably change by then, and you'll be off your game. These guys are not on your side. They're not rooting for you to win. Bullish candle in the 5-minute, down at what we think is kind of like a bottom of this channel, but it's not really verified. So probably gonna, you know, if I did trade later, ooh, I don't know. If I did trade later, I would need a more substantial pullback, particularly on the 5-minute. Like if I got a 5-minute, move up and this 20 SMA come in and corresponded up here somewhere, but that's a big move up. I might think about getting back in a trade. It's not going to happen for a while though. I can't go demo Slim Jim. You don't know why? Because then I go demo and you don't trade the same way you're gonna trade normally. You just don't. You're gonna be shooting from the hip. You don't give a shit. You're like, one thing I should do is get like an maybe do like an that's why I like the evaluations, is because you're not really risking your own capital. You got some skin in the game. And you know, you are trying to follow some rules. This is a good area to get it up here at 1308. This low volume node, big area of resistance. This is where I'd be looking for it to pop back up. It's also the 20 SMA on the 1 minute. Oh boy, that's a nice zone. I don't know if it's going to come back up to those. It looks like it's about to fall. You could take a short there at 07. Yeah. So tempting. It entices you in. It's like a witch. It's like entices you in. Like it gives you, dangles it in front of you, and then it's like, eh. Yeah, looks like it's gonna fall here probably. The question is like, where does it want to come down to? Because I've got this level drawn out. 71. I need to get an equities list going that I want to buy if this thing pulls back significantly. You guys got any equities you're like? Qualcomm for me is always on my list right now. I don't really touch Tesla that much anymore. It's up a little too high for me. I actually don't even know where it's at right now. But I know like if Tesla gets around 600, that's when I'm interested in it. 600 to 700, that area. Although they're going to do a stock split. I don't know when that's scheduled for. Amazon, Google. Oh boy, I'm getting excited again. I'm getting excited about buying equities, not at trading this crazy thing. This thing's out of its mind. But another way, if we're trying to find an entry, You know, 20 SMA, we're looking at Williams percent. Maybe it becomes overbought. Might be a decent entry. I look for it to come up here, hit this LVN, wick through it, and then become bearish, and maybe you can jump in on that. Yeah, 3 for 1. Yep, Tesla is. Which I get. I mean, although you can do fractional shares and stuff now. Oh, they've had fractional shares for a while, but I think a lot of people don't know about fractional shares. But it makes it more attractive for retailers, retail traders. You know, on Amazon, when Google was at, even like buying Google when it was like at 2,500, 2,800, you know, that was risky. You know, that thing moved like 100, 200 bucks a day. It was risky. There's a lot of reward in it, but it was difficult for day traders, I think, to trade something like that. Now, when it goes down to 100 bucks, you know, now it's at like 100 and whatever. 100, I think it's like 100 and change. That's a lot more attractive, I think, obviously, to day traders. We had the volume profile here shift. Point of control coming in down here. I think we are going to make another push down. We're looking for this thing to come up here at this LVM, but we're at the top of the band here on the 500 volume, 20 SMA on the 1 minute. It's an interesting level for sure. Now, is it going to roll down harder? What do you guys think? You feel like you're kind of chasing price down here a little bit, huh? I've got that zoomed in a little too tight. I still think we're going to break these lows and keep moving down. I don't know why. My tradie spidey sense. I don't know, dudes. I appreciate you guys sticking around, even though I'm not trading this thing. I still might take a trade up here. We are getting this consolidation. We see the bands pinching in here. Right to that LVN level. Popped up through it. I think this is going to hold up. Somebody commented on my humming. I still remember that. I was like, I don't think I do that. And now that's all I hear myself doing. I don't think I do that. I don't do any of that weird stuff on the live stream. I do. Not one of those weird dudes. Nobody thinks they're one of those weird dudes unless you want to be one of those weird dudes. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, guys. No, PD Legend. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if this thing came up to the top of this channel, I would need to, this does look really nice. Like this low volume node here. This range, top of the band on the 1 minute, bearish candle on the 1 minute. I want to take it so bad. I want to take it so bad. I'm not going to. Nico is right. Nico is right. I just can't. I can't afford to take a $500 loss. I'm chasing price a little bit down here, particularly because I'll get in on it. And you know what'll happen? It'll pop up here, pop up to the top of this channel or to 200 SMA up here. And I'll say, Chris, God damn it, why did you take that? Because we're at the bottom right here. We're touching this trend line that I had drawn out here on the higher time frames. And I told myself I was going to wait for like a 5-minute pullback. What I like to see is that, but I think these low volume nodes are going to pin it down too. Looks funny. Aha, I'm a 5th grader. These low volume nodes right here are going to pin it down, but the 20 SMA up here, this trend line, another bearish candle in the 1 minute. All right, boys. I'm sorry. I feel like I need to apologize. I'm sorry for taking such a red day. It happens, though. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the reality of it. For everybody, this is like why Ross Cameron got in so much, or Ross Cameron, is that his name? Ross, the warrior trading guy, got in so much trouble, is because he posted only like $100,000 days. Oh, no, he did red day reviews. I think he got a bad rap, but this is reality of it, guys. This is reality. You're gonna have shitty days. At the end of the day, you just want to make sure that your green days are more frequent and a little bit bigger than your red days. And if you can do that, then you should be able to stay in this game a little bit longer. But now we're moving. This mother effer. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna jump off this thing. Can I get 8 more likes? Could I beg for 8 more likes? Please, 8 more likes. I don't know. Yeah, PD Legend, you're absolutely right. It's all mental. I need to go for a walk. I'm going to get out of here, go for a walk. I may take another trade later. If I do, I'll record it. But I'm definitely going to scale down on it. And it would be a 5-minute trade, a 5-minute chart trade. I'm going to need to maybe let this thing come up. And I'm going to wait for some sort of bearish candle in the 5-minute. And then I may take a 1 contract, put my stop right above that candle and see if we get, we push this down again, but it would need to be somewhere up here, I think. And I'm just gonna have to be patient for it. It may come, it may not come. I don't know, but I can't, I got to stop the bleeding. This was just a shit show over here on the open, and I got to learn to not do that. So one thing I could do, well, I won't talk about it. Anyways, tomorrow, 2 more likes, guys. 2 more likes. Let's do it, guys. If you haven't liked, I'd really appreciate it. 2 more likes. Tomorrow, Nico is going to be joining us on here, so we're going to have 2 dudes talking. Maybe Nico is going to talk some sense into me. He can put that bear collar on me, hold me back, not jump into these shitty trades in the beginning. Yeah, it'll be good to have him on. He's a great trader and helps out the channel a ton. He does all the Discord stuff, all the social media stuff, everything. So he does an absolute massive amount of work. Look at the delta drop in here at this level for the channel. So it'll be great to have him on, and I appreciate everything he does for us, and I appreciate all you guys tuning in for the channel, tuning into the channel. I hope your day is going better than mine, and let's see, maybe this thing wants to move up to this 13 whatever, 1340ish. Very bullish candle in the 5-minute. As delta was dropping here, it's moving into this LVM, but the 5 minute's too bullish for me to take a trade on it right here. I'm gonna check you guys tomorrow. 1 more like. Who's gonna be the number 50? Who's gonna be the number 50? Anybody? Anybody? Number 50 like? Bummer. Bummer. That's cool. That's cool, guys. All right, guys. I'm hopping off this thing. I'm gonna check you guys tomorrow. Cody, my man, Cody. Yeah, boy. All right, guys, you guys take it easy. I'm jumping off this. I hope your day's going well. This is the reality of it. This is trading. Go with the flow. Ooh, it's just money. It's just money. I'll see you guys later. Bye.